Hi there everyone, hope you're doing well today. Thought I'd post an update on a previous video I made on my differential service where I actually changed the oil and serviced the differentials, put new seals on it, and also told you how to find the gear ratio by counting the teeth on the ring and pinion gears. I do have a confession to make. After that video posted and the Jeep sat for a day or two, the differentials leaked. Now, I cleaned both surfaces very well. I used a razor blade, a lot of brake clean, and really cleaned the differential housing and the cover very well. I also used these guys. They are basically surface conditioning discs. I put them in my drill and just went around and got all that gasket off. So it wasn't for lack of cleaning or drying and making sure the surfaces were free and clear of any debris or anything like that. I had them perfectly clean. They were as clean as I could get them. The only thing is I can think is maybe the differential covers were over torqued at some point in their lives and they weren't completely flat. So when I put them together, there was a little bit of a space there. Regardless, the paper, or I should say the fiber gaskets I used seemed to be of good quality, but they leaked like crazy. And I had never had a leak up to that point. The only reason I changed to oil was because, as you can see from that video, it really needed changed. It was pretty dirty, pretty dark, and pretty gross. So what I actually did do, and what did work, was use this stuff. I have to pull it the right way. Right here, if you can see that. It is Permatex RTV silicone, but it actually says it's rated for gear oil applications. I don't know if that's really necessary or not. I'm sure you could buy whatever you want. I just saw this stuff and thought, hey, why not try it? It says it's rated for gear oil, use that. So what I actually did, I didn't get any footage of this, but I pulled the differential covers back off, drained all that new oil out there. I guess that was actually a good flush, but I got all that out of there and I took the gaskets off and I, again, cleaned everything up real well, used these little discs and brake cleaned everything up real well as far as the cover, the housing, and the differential covers. And I put this all around the edge of the inside edge of the differential covers, front and rear. But every bolt hole, I kept a continuous bead as much as possible, about a 1/4 inch bead, and I went around every single bolt hole, okay? For this particular specialized formula of gasket maker. It says assemble immediately and wait 1 hour at thumb tight before you torque down. I followed these directions to a T. I installed this on a nice clean surface, installed immediately to thumb tight, or finger tight I should say, finger tight bolts. Let it sit for an hour, and then I torqued all the bolts down to 15 to 25 foot-pounds. I actually set my torque wrench to 25 foot-pounds and went all the way around the cover bolts. I then let it sit for 24 hours. They say this stuff will set up in 1 to 2 hours. 100% set up in 24 hours. So I let it sit for 24 hours and then I put new oil in it. I put rags underneath the Jeep and that would tell me if there was a single drip whatsoever in the stone here of gear oil. And after about a week, I've had 0 leaks whatsoever. So what I would recommend to you is this stuff right here. This is awesome. Don't go overboard with it. Don't overdo it. Don't put too much on it, but also don't cut yourself. Make sure you get enough on there to fill any imperfections. Like I said, this is an old Jeep, and I'm sure somewhere in its lifetime the pans might have been, or the covers might have been over torqued. I'm not sure. Regardless, the fiber differential cover gaskets did not work for my front and rear axle. They leaked pretty badly. This did. So this fixed it. I've had 0 leaks for about a week now, and very happy. So there it is, update to my video. Sorry I didn't get any of that on film, but this stuff right here, highly recommend it. Alrighty, if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.